businesses.
Okay.
And I was like, I want a business too. I was 5.
I see.
And they're like, it's never too late to start.
Okay.
So they created a website for me, and I began doing my own vegan cooking shows for children.
Did I hear you right, vegan?
Yes.
Because I know children love meat. I'm a meat lover. And so, growing up in a household where I was encouraged to eat a lot of meat, I am encouraging my child to also eat a lot of meat. Were your parents vegan?
Yes, my parents are vegan.
Okay. And you're also a vegan?
Yeah, so both of us were raised vegan. Neither one of us has ever tasted meat. But what we often hear parents say is that they struggle when they first introduce meat to their children. A lot of times children don't really want it, they don't really like it, and so they have to take a lot of time to get children to really eat it. Also, because we get a lot of parents who are concerned about the health of their children, in order to even preserve meat, it's very heavily salted, and you get a lot of parents now who are like, well, all the doctors are saying don't give my kids a lot of sugar, don't give them a lot of salt, and because of that, a lot of parents are like, oh wow, what are other options? And they're really turning to vegan foods to be able to give their children just healthier options. And when especially with parents, since you brought up parents, they notice differences immediately when they introduce more vegan food and less meat and things, because immediately you see children who may be very gassy. They're always passing gas. The gas actually goes away when you start eating more vegan food. A lot of nightmares and things. When children eat meat late at night, their body doesn't digest it well, and so children have a lot of nightmares. Well, adults too.
I see.
Things like just all different kinds of things. It helps with clear skin. It helps with energy. It helps
Staying
with weight
young,
loss.
looking
young looking.
Really?
How old do you think she is?
I think maybe she's 28, 25, thereabouts.
We don't like talking about my age.
It's not polite to ask a lady.
Significantly older than that.
I see.
And she gets the same thing. So everyone in my family, like, people think my mother is in her 50s and she's actually in her 70s.
Wow.
People, when you look at a lot of the children that Chef Amma is around, they most of them are towering over her, and they look a lot older, and they're all the same age. But so people, when you look at them,
you see her as a baby. She's still very, she still has the baby face and everything. So today I see some beautiful setup, and the aroma here, guys. I'm so sorry that you are home and you are missing this. I'm going to do this on your behalf and eat everything. Before this show, I was convincing myself that, when I turn 35, 45, but the way I'm hearing the benefits of being a vegan, I'm sure that afterwards I'll run quickly to become a vegan. So tell me about this. What do we have here? I see some slices.
Yeah. And
can we open them?
If I can offer before that. Yeah. We always talk about, you said you're a foodie.
Yes.
And I'm a foodie
also. I love food.
So being a foodie is just someone who loves food.
Yeah.
And so vegan is a category of food.
Yeah.
But it covers almost everything. Okay. So there's Chinese food, there's Indian food, there's, there's Nigerian food.
There's Ghanaian food,
So a lot of people think, oh, I can either be vegan or I can be a foodie. But you can be both. I'm definitely both.
Okay, so I can be a foodie and still be a vegan.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's no specific thing. You can eat anything, everything, and still be healthy. You can have delicious food, and you can still stay healthy and get all the benefits of being vegan.
Okay.
And what are some of the Ghanaian dishes that you make, or that people think?
One thing that disturbs people, especially Ghanaians who want to be vegan, is that everybody thinks as a vegan you have to be eating vegetables every time. Yeah. And I understand that, and it looks as though the vegetables are not easy to come by. They're expensive in Ghana, so people run away from it. And as a Ghanaian raised person, you want to eat fufu, you want to eat heavy food. So going out in the afternoon to go and buy salad as your lunch, it looks as though you wouldn't be satisfied. Is that the case?
Vegans don't necessarily only eat salad.
Okay.
That's the first thing. And second thing, there's quite a few vegan restaurants in Accra, Ghana area that serve Ghanaian dishes. And they have like meat replacers in it that taste like exactly like meat. So it's not like you're missing out on anything.
Oh, okay.
You get your fufu and groundnut soup, you get your jollof rice, you get everything. And
you don't know all that.
Yeah.
Chef Mama.
Yeah, she prepares all of that.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you have a restaurant yet?
Yes, we have a restaurant. It's actually called Enquadria. That's on our aprons.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I should pass by your restaurant. Wow.
So we're a delivery service.
Okay.
At first, when we started in 2020, we were a restaurant consultation service. So you would have to like order a week in advance. But now we've hired our first employees, and now we're excited.
Wow.
She has her first employee.
Congratulations. At
Thank
what,
you.
12?
15.
15. Wow.
Yeah. So oh, sorry, go ahead.
So now we're doing like delivery, so you can order
Okay.
and we'll send it to you. We'll send it
Okay.
to you at any time.
So you get a lot of people who are like, if I really want to eat, so you get people who are like, okay, I go out every meal and it's one meal, and it's for somebody like you and like me who are like really busy professionals, it's not really sustainable.
Yeah.
So we have a subscription service where people are like, I just want a monthly subscription. So they get a monthly subscription, and then every week they pick what they want and it's sent to them. And so it makes
such
it
convenient.
exactly.
Yes.
Wow.
But in addition, there were people who were like, okay, if it's just
One day that I just want to have
I just
it.
want something,
Yeah.
and so there's the
Delivery
menu
service,
right on
yeah.
right on the website, which is enquadria.com. I'm not saying it right. Please pronounce it for me.
Enquadria.
Enquadria.
Yes,
Okay.
so
what does it mean?
Enquadria means tree of life.
Oh, Enquadria.
Enquadria.
Look at that. Just look at that. They are brutalizing the Enquadria. Please, let's open the food.
Okay.
Let's open the food because I'm interested.
Okay.
I'm interested.
So we have
Wow.
two things.
This looks delicious.
Yeah. Can someone take this for us?
It looks delicious. Let me just put it here.
Okay.
We don't need this. We need the food in our bellies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can talk about this.
Yes, you can.
So basically, this pizza is like it's like bringing international and Ghanaian food together. So it's taking the concept of a pizza, and then we also added consomme or palava sauce on it, and also the
Okay.
egusi stew.
Wow.
The egusi stew kind of has like a cheesy flavor,
Yeah.
so that definitely adds to the flavor.
Okay. Please, I'm doing this on your behalf. I'm doing this on your behalf. Don't be jealous. Next time when you're choosing a profession, you decide to come here. Okay? Yeah. Honestly, let me say something. Before I tasted the food, honestly, I was judging the pizza. Because, no, let me be frank. Because I love pizza, but I love to have pork, meat, everything in my pizza. And I love consomme. But the idea of consomme and pizza, saying how? But trust me, this tastes so good. This is so good.
And we have been thinking about doing a lot of Ghanaian international food fusions for a while.
This is so good.
Yeah.
It is so good. Honestly, you did this yourself?
Yes.
Wow.
So Enquadria makes the crust.
Enquadria. Guys,
Makes
Enquadria.
the crust, makes
Yeah.
everything.
Wow. And what's this?
Okay. I guess I should stop it.
This is really good, guys. You guys should order because
So, we get a lot of people who are like, okay, you know, you mentioned, getting the pork and the sausage and things. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can see that.
yeah, they're taking
This
shots.
particular,
Yeah.
this particular one, there's so many different pizzas. Pesto pizza and
Pepperoni.
all of these.
Yeah.
And so one of the pizzas that got requested the most from people was this one.
Yeah.
And so this one is one we call the Animal Lovers Pizza.
Now I'm not judging. I'm not judging anything again because trust me.
Okay.
Okay, so let me
and
put this one down. I'm definitely coming back for it, so please. Okay.
Okay.
This has tomatoes and what's this?
Tomatoes, onions, black olives. Go ahead and taste it.
Okay, I'm definitely going to taste it. Okay.
So as a pizza lover,
I'm not going to talk again. Guys,
and these are deep dish pizzas, which are, you know, you have the thin crust pizza, which is a more hard crust. A lot of people, especially in Ghana, say they don't like the hard bread on regular pizza. And so the deep
because
dish
pizza is supposed to be soft. It's supposed to be flat, you know?
Exactly,
You
and for
have
some
this
reason-
hard and heavy.
a lot of people complain about the really, really dry, crusty pizza.
Yeah. I'm listening. I'm listening. Yeah.
And so these are,
This is good.
and because a lot of places do it as fast food.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of fast, but not really. This is baked more like you would bake lasagna. So it's a very deep, rich, and you taste the flavors. Because it's baked almost for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not your typical throw it in an oven.
5 minutes and you're out. No.
Exactly,
No.
exactly. And it also allows the flavors to marinate. So you have black olives, tomatoes, onions, and this is actually vegan, like a vegan sausage.
This has really convinced me. I want to be vegan. Today I'm joining the train of vegans. But you have some plantains, onions, tomatoes, carrots, and ginger going on here. Why? What's the purpose of all these?
Because a lot of times people think vegan food is something strange. So you talk about that.
It's boring. Honestly, they're always saying that vegan food is boring.
Yeah, they say that, but those are people who just don't know how to cook. If
Or
you
haven't
don't,
tasted it yet.
yes, or haven't
Trust
tasted
me.
it yet,
Haven't
because
tasted our food yet.
Okay, definitely, probably.
because
yeah.
when you're making meat,
Yeah.
you don't just like put it on your plate, unseasoned, unmarinated, and just eat it like that. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You put a lot of effort into making it taste really good.
Yeah.
You add your seasonings, you add your Maggi, you add your all these things.
Yeah, your ginger, your garlic.
Your garlic.
Yeah.
And people don't do that with vegetables because they say, oh, this is just a side dish. This
Yeah.
is just to make my meal look pretty. This
Yeah.
is just to keep me a little healthy while I eat my main meat.
Well,
But you can season and marinate your vegetables so that they'll actually taste really good. And there's also the meat replacer. So that's what's on the pizza now.
Honestly, I thought there was meat in there. When I was eating, I thought there was meat in there.
Right.
It's so good. And because I love contemporary, because it's my local food, it feels like I belong with this. So please, I'm sorry, but I'll take this to my house. The rest of you can have this, but this is going with me. Honestly, I love this. I love
And
this.
it's things that you can introduce to your
To my children, yes, because if it's heavy, if he takes even a bite, it's okay and it's healthy. You said it has contomere, egusi, and it has flour. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and the nice part about
There's
deep
still
dish
the
pizzas-
sweetness is still in my mouth, even though I've stopped chewing. It's tempting me. Let me finish my intake. Don't tempt me.
I was gonna say the nice thing about deep dish pizzas.
Yeah.
We had someone who was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so small," because they're used to seeing like some of the
Large
big
sizes,
pizzas.
yeah.
But with deep dish pizzas,
Yeah.
because it's more of a baked, marinated, and it's very thick.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 slices of this is a whole
It
meal.
makes you full.
Yes.
Honestly.
And full in a good way. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes you can eat and you get full and you're sleepy.
Yes.
But then there's when you're full and you're energized and
yeah.
you're like, wow, I feel great. And that's one of the real benefits of vegan food.
Wow. It's healthy. But oh my goodness. Chef Amma, there are a lot of people who are watching you today. What do you have to say to them? No, let me not start with her. Let me start with Aunt. Aunt, you have supported her. You have been going with her on her TV and radio campaigns. You've done a great job. Why did you decide to support her as a young girl? Why didn't you encourage her to become something else.
I'm getting
Oh,
no.
you're getting emotional. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
you know, like she said, we
Yeah.
started cooking when she was 3 years old,
Yeah.
and that was just our thing to do together.
Yeah.
But she was very excited about cooking, and
Yeah.
every time I was like, "What are we gonna make?" And the family was always like, "You all have to cook." I remember one time she came to visit,
Yeah.
and she was playing, and she wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about cooking, and the family was like, what are you all making? Like, you have to make something.
Yeah.
But I think it's important. The last time you interviewed me, I was
Yeah.
here as a business consultant.
Yes. Yes.
Talking about business. And I'm getting choked up. I think it's very important that, like I said, I don't have children, but I think as aunties and uncles or moms or dads, we can support youth and not wait till they get to be adults and say, what are you going to do with your life?
Yeah.
She's 15 and she's already embarking on a career. And even though she's learning about food, she's also learning about spreadsheets and learning numbers, learning how to manage people, learning leadership. We don't have to wait till
paying people. Brilliant.
So, I mean, I'd love to give out the phone number, but people really love the food. And so, some people think, okay, is this outside, money coming in to do this? But all the money from Enquadria is from people who are actually buying it. And ironically, most of the customers of Enquadria are not vegan. They're foodies who love food and hey, I just want this food.
So and that's our target audience.
See, target audience. So she's learning.
She's smart. She's smart. Amma, you are so smart. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And people are watching you. If you want to give out your number, you want to give out your socials so that they can reach out to you, order food, come and see you personally, that's your camera there.
All right. So basically what I want to say, oh no. Basically what I want to say is come to Enquadria.
Give out the website, and I'll give out the phone number. How about that?
Okay, give out the website. Enquadria.com. That's NKWADUA.com.
A little slower. Go ahead.
NKWADUA.com. Enquadria translates to Tree of Life.
Okay.
So I encourage you all to at least try the vegan foods, even if you're like, I don't know. You have to give it a shot. Like, there's nothing wrong with trying something new.
Exactly.
Ever.
And that was why the topic was expand your diet, expand your world, because the more when you hear about people who travel to other countries, and when they come back, they're the ones eating all these international foods, they're speaking international languages, they're having conversations where they've expanded. And so there's kind of sometimes a correlation between people who are like, I'm just going to sit here, not move, not try anything new, not do anything different. I just want to do what I've always done. And they wonder why life never changes. And trying new food is a good way to open up a gateway to having new conversations. It takes you to different restaurants. It takes you into different things. So visit the website. People can chat directly on the website. They can also, we encourage people not to call, but they can message on WhatsApp. And the phone number is, I'm sorry, I'm still choked up from before.
Sorry.
025 750 7085. And they can see the menu right there. There's also a page on abibitumi.com. ABIBITUMI. I don't know. Seriously, I'm so proud of her. I'm
It's
really
beautiful
proud
to
of
see.
her.
It's beautiful to see.
And we had a conversation this morning, and I realized, she just turned 15. And I had shared, thank you, I had shared just, the journey over this time has been really incredible, like watching her mature into a young woman, and she's getting all these opportunities to do things. And I think as adults and as community, this is Pan-African TV.
And this is youth empowerment.
Exactly.
We are empowering the youth.
This this is what we're all supposed to be doing. And I get disappointed sometimes that sometimes youth are supported, and then when they get to adulthood, it's like Where is the community? But I think when we build our youth at this age, there's so much potential. So, just really proud of her.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Please, I'm taking my food home. Don't think I've forgotten. I'm taking it all home. I'm so excited this afternoon that I got to do this with you. I hope you've picked one or two things and you've learned a couple of things. I hope you've been empowered to start your journey. This is a sign for you to start that business now. Don't wait. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.